Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows. Here's little Malachi for you. He's 7.5 weeks old now, and there he's smiling for the camera. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about self-care. I know this is kind of a big topic right now. I saw a little Facebook thing about it the other day, and I know some other moms have been writing about this on their blogs or on their videos, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. I didn't totally agree with what the article had to say. I think self-care has become a huge deal in our society because we feel that we need to take care of ourselves, and I think that's a very, very good thing we should be doing. Like, if you look in the Bible, we are supposed to take care of our bodies. They are temples that have been made by God. We are made in the image of God. It is very good to take care of our bodies. But I think that we sometimes fall into selfishness in that self-care. So I just wanted to talk a little bit today about how to enjoy life in such a way that you don't feel like you need to escape from life all the time to be able to take care of yourself. There are times where it might be necessary to take some time to really focus on taking care of yourself. But you need to make sure that you're not doing it in a selfish way. I'm saying this just coming off taking rest from childbirth. This little guy, see, 7.5 weeks ago he was born, and I had to take a lot of time to take care of myself. Sorry, something just popped up on my screen. I had to take a lot of time to take care of myself. I had to have someone else doing the dishes. I had to have someone else doing the cooking. I needed to just sit and rest to let my body heal, as childbirth is a very physically taxing experience. And I'm exclusively nursing this guy. So I need to make sure that I'm taking good enough care of myself that, one, I have the energy to function, to take care of his needs of changing diapers and changing clothes. But I also need to have enough calories every day that I have the ability to make milk for him. That also includes making sure I'm drinking enough water and I'm resting enough for my body to be able to do that job that God's created it to do. So, did you just burp for the camera? So it is important to take care of yourself. I need to make sure every day that I am reminding myself to drink water. I don't drink enough water, so that is something I'm working on right now. I need to make sure that I'm getting the rest I need, and even when I'd rather be doing something else, maybe with the other kids, maybe by myself, not by myself, but other things around the house, like chores, sometimes it's more important that I lay down and take a nap with my 2-year-old and this little one. But some of this is things that a lot of women will try to escape from the reality of their life. When I take a nap, my other kids play quietly in the house, and I can take a nap on the couch and they can all still be quietly playing and engaged and entertained with things. Because I take time during the day to teach and train them how to sit quietly and do those things. I'm not saying that as a my kids are better than other people's kids. It takes training to show them that they can stay quiet and they can entertain themselves and they can not fight during that time. And I can, if people are interested, I could do another video on that. But it is making sure that I take the time to go take naps when necessary. It's making sure that I eat food, that I don't put that off, because, you know, as a mom, you can get busy and you can but you can not eat at a meal. I have a harder time doing that because we eat together as a family, and even when Mark was working, I sat down with the kids and ate every meal. So it's not so easy to just forget a meal because we're actually all sitting down and eating the same thing. But I do need to make sure I take that time in every day to eat. This little guy wants to eat again. But also making sure that I'm eating things that are good for me, that I'm making sure that the calories I ingest are actually helping to build up my body and to build up his body, and not just eating the quickest thing I can find on the shelf. Sorry if I go out of the picture. I'm trying to make sure the baby stays in because he's cuter than me. So, to just make sure that I'm not just grabbing processed food, that I'm actually making something that is beneficial for both me and him. So those are ways that I can take care of myself. There's also just the idea of not needing a whole lot of prep time each day to get myself ready. I've spent a lot of time, in the morning. I have a lot of people to get ready. I've got this little guy. I've got Josiah, who sometimes needs help because of the cerebral palsy. He just has certain clothes that aren't as easy to get on. I need to get myself dressed in the morning, and I can do all of that in less than 15 minutes if necessary. Getting myself, ready for the day with my hair brushed and braided and all of that. I can do me, Josiah, Uriah. Oh yeah, I forgot Uriah back there. Me, Josiah, Uriah, and baby in about 15 minutes if we need to get out the door. So I think that sometimes way too much emphasis is put on the perfect clothes and the perfect hair and the perfect makeup, and it ends up eating into the other times in our day. Therefore, we don't have the time to do the other things we need, and we feel stressed out as the day goes on. So, a way to look at self-care is to not need as much time, because I know if I have something I'm trying to get done, okay, I need a shower. If I don't get that, I can get really stressed. So the more things I feel are a need every day, I need this, I need this, I need this, the more stressed out I get when those things don't happen. So yes, there are things that need to be done each day. You need to get dressed each day. But if I don't need to spend 10 minutes picking out my clothes, I have a small wardrobe, so it makes it easy to just decide what I want because I only have a few outfits. That's by choice. That's not because we don't have the money or anything. It's easier for me. We're going to get back to baby here. But I feel we can put too much of an emphasis on our outward appearance and forget about the inner beauty that we're supposed to be working on. So, if you come back for my next video, which I'm going to try to do here in the next day or two, we're going to be talking about priorities, and we'll be talking more about that inner beauty as opposed to the outward appearance that God talks about. But back to the self-care thing. Not having things you have to escape from all the time. I very rarely have a night that I do something without my family. And usually, I'm trying to think, the only thing that is I occasionally have my mom come over, so her and I can just chit-chat and play some games. So that means still everybody's here. It's usually just we do it after the kids go to bed. But the things that you do should be enhancing your life and just enjoyment in your life, not things you need to do to be able to just deal with life. You shouldn't feel like you always need to escape the life that you have. What can you do to change the life that you have to make better choices so that you're able to enjoy instead of escape? Like, one of my favorite things to do is to sit and snuggle my children. Because we work on discipline and correction, and the kids are, know what is expected of them at different times, somewhat scheduled, know what the routine is, it gives me time to enjoy them instead of always having to correct and always having to, train. It gives me just time to enjoy them. So, yeah, I guess that's my challenge, to work on seeing what things you can do in life that would allow you to have more time to enjoy life and enjoy the lifestyle and the life that God has given you instead of trying to escape it and get away. I don't leave these precious little kids. I stay with them because they are my life. They are my joy. And needing to work on things to make it more joyful. And that is one thing I'm challenging myself to do right now. Because of baby being born and other things happening, mommy has gotten a little lax on making sure that that the children obey the first time I say something to them. So that's something I'm working on right now. So this is very real. I'm telling you what goes on in our life. There's the baby. We're working on that to make sure that obedience is a first-time thing, as that can get lax sometimes with different things going on in life. But I'm going to do some more videos about these different things that I mentioned to help your family to be a family that you enjoy being around and don't feel like you have to escape from all the time. So I hope that that is an encouragement, and I hope you come back for more videos in this series that we'll be doing. Thank you for joining Herding Little Cows. You say bye-bye, Malachi?